Hello, my name is Phil Anthony. I am with the International Code Council as a digital code solution specialist, and I'm producing some series of videos to help users use their digital codes, premium licenses, and subscriptions. So this topic will be on creating a shared concurrent group of license in digital codes premium. So I will first of all go to our shop. This is where you acquired your licenses. If you haven't acquired them yet, just to let you know, you can log into the ICC store. For the most part, I know people are acquiring the premium complete licenses. Quick recap, there are discounts available. If you are logged in as an active ICC member with an active annual account, it will automatically show that pricing. That's indicated by it confirming that membership pricing has been applied. There is also the ability to have discounts for quantities. You see the quantities for licenses are pretty low. So take a look to see what the difference in price is there, between one or two licenses. And then if I select one license, the other last option for a discount is to be able to be billed every 3 years, which is significant as well too. So as you're going through the process of choosing how many licenses you want, and just to let you know that the number, if you're making this concurrent group, the number of simultaneous users in the group is limited or equal to the number of licenses in there. So if you want 4 people to be in there at a time, then you'd have to acquire those 4 licenses and put them all into the group. And now it is the same price, whether you are assigning these licenses that you acquire to specific individuals or put them into groups, so you do not have to designate or anything as you're going through this process. And then obviously as you're going through here, you do the subscribe, you add those to the cart. And as you're going through the process of checking out and paying for the licenses, you're going to have to include your email address if you are not already signed in as a ICC member. And once again, you do not need to be a member to purchase licenses, but there is a significant discount. So whatever account and the email associated with that account that you purchase your license with, they will be in your account at Digital Codes Premium, at the Digital Codes website that we have, which is codes.iccsafe.org. So if I sign out just to show you starting from the beginning, so you will get confirmation that you have completed your purchase. There is a way to get from your ICC account over to the Digital Codes website, but for the most part, I think you're going to want to bookmark this site. It is codes.iccsafe.org. And when you sign in, as long as you are signing in with that same email address account that you made the purchase with, you will have those licenses in your account. So the first step as you're creating these accounts and configuring the licenses, if you go to that left side menu, go to Premium Tools, and the bottom one is License Configuration. When you are on this site here, you are going to see the number of licenses that you have in your account as the administrator. In this example here, I have 2 personal licenses and I have 1 license that I have already created a concurrent account with. Now to create another shared concurrent group, I will go to this tab over here on the right, which is Concurrent. And then I'm able to generate a concurrent code, which is basically just the name of the group. So what I'll do here is I'll give it a name. And this can be, it doesn't have to be a mash and jumble of letters and numbers. It can be something specific, especially if you have multiple groups. It can be descriptive so you know which one is which. I will just call this my January 2024 demo. It can only be alphanumeric. It is not case sensitive. However, as you can see, you can use uppercase and lowercase letters here just to make it easier to read. You do not need to use auto-generate. That will just give you a random alphanumeric group name. Most people like to be descriptive. So if we press continue here, this will now allow you to put the number of licenses in there. As mentioned before, for example, you could acquire 10 licenses and maybe 5 licenses you're going to assign to a specific individual for dedicated access, and the other 5 you're going to put into a group. So in that instance, you would show the ability to be able to put 10 licenses in there. But since you only, in this example, are going to put one in there, we're going to leave that at the number of licenses, one license for one user at a time. Here you're going to be able to select your subscriptions. Now, since I only have the Premium Complete license in here, it will only show that one title. You may have acquired a collection that may have separate tiles in there, and if there are that option, you'll be able to go through each one and be able to highlight the books that you want in there. But in this case, Premium Complete is just one tile because we have about 1,600 titles in there, so it allows you just to choose that one. The red button will close the menu and allow me to go on to the next screen. As I hit continue here, this talks about having an extra admin user. This does not allow this person to be able to reconfigure the licenses that you purchased. All this does is allow someone else to view, edit, and delete notes that are in this concurrent group. Most organizations do not use this. Like I said, they can't administer the licenses and reconfigure them. And for the most part, having one person edit and delete notes if needed is enough. So you can leave this blank here, and I'll hit continue. Now, this is the ability to send an email out to users notifying them of the code. Here is the name of the code, the group name, which is the code. So if you wanted to, you could create this email message, and it will be sent out if you enter in individual email addresses here. To be frank, not many people use this because they want to use their own email account. This comes from ICC support, and you may want to put additional messages in there in the email as you notify your group of users. So let's just select that icon next to that. As you can see that, it says, I will notify users now. Let's skip that. You click that button there, and it says, I will notify users later. We continue, and as you can see, I have now added a new group. All right, so this is the group name that you will distribute to the users that you want to have access. I'll do this real quick and show you in your own account. And also to let you know, let me go back here and show you what happened to the licenses. So it did take one of the personal ones, and now I have two concurrent in there, two licenses in a concurrent group. I'm going to copy this group name. So if you'll, for example, if you only had one license and you moved it from your personal to your concurrent, you would not be able to access any of those titles from this account because you do not have a personal one anymore. You made it into a concurrent group. And so you and everyone else will have to access those titles in your complete license by going to the concurrent group. So first step, everyone has to enter the concurrent group. I copied and pasted that group name there, so there it is. And as I submit it, what you're going to see happen in the upper right-hand corner confirms that I am now into that group. You see the name left from my personal account to be that shared concurrent group name. This indicates that I am in there using that one license that you put in there. The second person who tries to log in will not be able to get in at the same time. For you to have multiple people in the group, you'd have to have multiple licenses in there. So as this person is in the group, they can access all the content, they can make notes, and when they are done, if they choose their own personal account, it will automatically log them out of that group. And that is confirmed. As you can see, it is now in that person's personal account. That license is now free. And as a note, just to show you, that group on all subsequent logins appears as an option to enter, so they do not need to remember that group name anymore. They just click on it and they are in the group again. I will mention that if they are in this group and are inactive for 20 minutes, meaning not going, using the browser, going to different titles or doing anything actively, after 20 minutes of inactivity, it will automatically log them out of the count so they are not monopolizing that one license for everyone else and they can't use it. But of course, best practices, just click on your personal account and it will leave there and go back into that license being available to the next person. All right, so once again, going back to your license overview, just to confirm, if I go back to the premium tools, the license configuration, here we show that we had 2 when I started this demo. I moved 1 and created a group, and now it is concurrent. Quick explanation on the buttons here. I can remove this group. If you remove a group, it will be totally gone. Not a bad thing, but if there are already notes that have been created in it, those notes will not be associated to that group anymore. Those notes, if made by those individuals, will be available in their own personal accounts, but the group will not contain those notes anymore. So only use remove if you want to completely get rid of that group. The second button here would be for you to change the name of the group, and where this may be convenient is, as mentioned, it's easy to deploy access here because all you need to do is give the name of the group to any of your users. They obviously log into this website with their own account, and then as I showed, they enter in the name of the group. If you happen to give this group name out to 25 people, then you decide you want to cut back on who has access, what you can do is come back here and you could change the name of the group slightly. And then if I hit continue, that keeps that name, and then you can redistribute that new name. This is also the same method where you could add another license into there. And as I showed you before, I did have another license available, so I'm going to put 2 licenses in there in total. And once again, it's the same tile in there for Premium Complete. I hit continue. We already said we don't want to do this, so we can skip that step again. We are going through all these steps again to continue and save it. And as you can see, the update has taken place. I have created a new name for the group, and I can redistribute that just to the people I want to access. This icon next to here allows you to copy that to the clipboard so you can include it in the email. And then, as you can see, there are now 2 licenses in there. What I will do now, the usage report, if you click on that, it will show you who has accessed the shared group by the email address of the account that logged in. It would also show you if anyone is getting denied entry to the group because there are no licenses available. So it's a short, simple report, but it does include some important information. Since I am done with this demo now, I'm going to remove this group and show you what happens. Once again, it gives you the red warning to let you know that it is being completely removed and all the notes are going to be missing from that group once you do that. And as it goes through the process of removing the group, give it a second here. I believe it's just lagging. Let me see, go back to purchases overview. And it was a little bit of a lag there. I apologize for that. But as you can see, now it has put those 2 personal license back into my personal account as we started at the beginning of the video. So once again, if you have any questions about this, you can feel free to email me. I will also distribute or have available short videos like this for your users to log in for the first time. So appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I know this was a longer one, but I wanted to get this information out to you and get you started on your digital codes premium journey. Thank you.